Hiya guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Loxy. I know I've had quite a few new subscribers the last few weeks, so hi everyone, hello. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love for you to do so, just to help my channel along and to follow my journey. So today we're going to be planting some strawberries. I've made up my first bed. There we are. This is going to be a strawberry bed because I need to transplant the strawberries that I've already got into this new bed, and I need to build some bigger beds where the other strawberries have been. So I'll take you through how to transplant them. Basically, it's dead easy, but I'll take you through anyway, and then I'll give you a bit of a tour of my allotment. I have strawberries over there that I've already dug up quite a while ago. I'm surprised they survived. I've dug them out of the ground about, I want to say, a month ago, and they are still fine. So I'm going to transplant them into a new bed that I've done. This is the only bed so far that I've filled. It's about 4 foot by 8 foot, I want to say. I can't remember the exact measurements I gave my husband. So strawberries and transplanting strawberries. So really, if you need to transplant them, you can do that at pretty much any time of the year. You can get them from the shops with like bare root strawberries, or you can just dig them up and move them. I've dug some up in about October time and moved them into the back of my garden because I've had like hundreds of plants here, and they have done really well. They have sort of got used to the environment. They're starting to grow, so I'm happy with that. So I'll show you guys what I did because it's dead easy. So if you ever have to move strawberries, don't worry about it. If you get an allotment and the strawberries are not in the right place for you, you can always move them. It's not a problem. Really, what you have to consider as well, though, that the strawberries will probably need to be replaced every 3 years. So I would probably say that after sort of 2 years of having the same strawberry plants, you should try and get some of the sort of suckers off them, if you know what I mean. Runners, that's it, that's the word, runners. We're going to be planting 1 strawberry per foot. So just to double check. This bed is 4 foot by 7 foot. So now that I've marked onto my wood to see where my square feet actually are, I'm going to plant each strawberry per square foot. The first thing we need to do is just dig out the holes where they're going to go. That's it. So I've marked out exactly where they're going to go. Can you see better? Don't know if the light is good enough for you. So they're all even. And now let's go and get our strawberry plants. So these are just some of the strawberry plants I've managed to save. It's quite difficult because I can tell the strawberries haven't really been well looked after. I don't know what kind of strawberries these are, so I'm not even sure whether they're going to produce well, but I will try and save as many as I can, like I said. Now, when I was digging them up, the best thing to do is to try to pick what looks like the youngest strawberries, because if they've been in the ground for too long, like I said, they need replacing and every sort of 3 years anyway. So by picking the younger ones, or what look like the younger ones, if you can get any runners, then that's probably the better thing to do. For example, trying to find a runner, what a runner might look like. This is like a very poor runner, poor little thing. This is a runner. So the runners are tiny little things attached by these long things to the plants. Now, these plants are so poorly looked after, they don't even have that many runners, but you can remove the dead leaves. This is what you're left with. I'll remove this long bit, but it has got some new roots. can you see? Growing through, so I'll be able to plant that in, and that's going to be one of the younger strawberries that I'm going to have. If you can pick these, that is great, especially when you don't know sort of, you know, how long the strawberries have been in the ground, what kind of strawberries they are. So we're just gonna have to experiment this year and see what happens with them. Now, when they have things attached to them, dead leaves, always remove them. I'm going to be using my clippers. These are really important. If you haven't got any clippers, please get some. They're absolutely great. A lot of the things I don't pick, for example, tomatoes or cucumbers by hand. I always make sure that I have my clippers, because if you pull at the plants a lot of the time, you can stress them out, and you don't want to do that. So there we are, we've got our first strawberry plant, so let's get planting. So the first strawberry plant is going to go just here in one of the little runners that I have had. Let's plant it just here. Tiny little roots. They don't have to go in very deep. The key thing is to make sure that you don't put any soil over the green bit in the middle, because that's the leaves and they don't like being covered with soil. So just make sure that you kind of push it into the ground, and then in a little bit we'll just water it, because I've got a watering can now. I've got a watering can for Christmas, so we can water them with a watering can instead of a bin. So in terms of getting rid of all the dead leaves, this is quite a good one. I think this is one of the more mature plants, but again, make a slightly deeper hole for it. The roots are just going to spread out as well as going down, so nothing to worry about. Making sure I have the bit at the top exposed. I've been able to plant 28 strawberry plants in this bed behind me, and it's actually not hard work, is it really? It's quite easy. When you are digging the strawberries out, if that's what you have to do, make sure your shovel goes all the way down as far as you can before you lift the ground. However, like I said, strawberry plants are quite shallow, so they're just one of those really easy things to transplant. And we'll see how these strawberries get on. Like I said, I've no idea what the variety is. I've no idea whether it's early ones or late ones. I have no clue. So we'll need to see what goes on there. So let's take you through the tour of my allotment. My allotment is 100% not the tidiest one. I have had actually quite a few rats I found that were dead here, and I inquired with other allotment holders, and they had said that because of people having chickens here, a lot of the rats are attracted to this area. So apparently that's a normal thing, but it's really freaked me out. I found one by where the kids playhouse mud kitchen is, and it was half an eaten one, which, I don't know, made me a bit worried. I screamed when I saw it. My husband thought I'd chop my finger off. But yeah, apparently that's a normal thing. If you see rats around your allotment, it's normal. I hope I don't see an alive one. I might just run away and never come back. So my allotment is in quite a mess. I'm not even going to pretend. It's all messy. It's all of the bits of chopped wood everywhere. So obviously we're in the process of making the raised beds, and it's still not perfect. I've still got rubbish everywhere. There. Yeah. It's not great, is it? A couple of days ago, I've actually had to put these things up as well. These are going to be trellises. They're quite nice. I'm going to hopefully be planting some maybe squashes or anything like that in them. So they'll hang down as you're walking under them. And it was the first time I ever used power tools. So my husband was quite worried when he let me play with his toys. And I've done 2 large beds. These are 12 foot by 4 foot. Basically, if you are planning to be building beds and if you don't want to walk on your soil, because to me it doesn't make sense when people build raised beds or dig up soil and then walk on top of it, because that just compacts it down again. I don't build my beds any bigger than 4 foot width. That's because you can reach it from either side then. That's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Absolutely amazing if you could do any of those. And I hope you enjoyed my video today. I'll be posting lots more to come. See you later. Bye.